48 hours after his anti-India rally, the Mufti government finally acting under pressure, arresting separatist Masarat Alam for hoisting the Pakistani flag in Srinagar. But as one goes behind bars, another stands up with an anti-India protest.
14 people were injured in Srinagar as Mirwais Umar Farooq led a protest. Deputy Chief Minister is talking tough on the separatist Bandh call, says the government will not allow the separatists to carry out this Bandh.
We have given this message, and the people, such elements, they should understand that at the center there is the Narendra Bhai Modi government, which is very firm. And same is the case in Jammu and Kashmir. We are ready to accept any view, but we are not going to accept this secessionism, separatism, pro-Pakistani elements to have their, you can say, any activity here.
Pradeep is joining us with more on this on the phone line. Pradeep, this is the stand that the BJP has taken. They've decided the centre is going to go all out against the separatists. But what about the state government itself? Why aren't these people who are taking to the streets even today behind bars?
See, Dr. Nirmal Singh, the Deputy Chief Minister, has made it clear that after the arrest of Masarat Alam, they have been able to send a message loud and clear that in future they will not allow any such activity where they will try to stoke anti-India sentiments. Besides this, he made it clear that in future they are going to act tough, and through Masarat Alam, they have already arrested Masarat Alam, they have sent a message loud and clear. Anybody in future indulging in any such activity will not be tolerated, and a stern action will be initiated. That is what actually the message today Deputy Chief Minister Nirmal Singh gave. Definitely there had a pressure on the PDP also, because this has almost dented the image of the BJP. Everybody was feeling that the BJP was somewhere succumbing under the pressure of the PDP. It was the PDP that was calling the shots, and finally buckled under the pressure. PDP Chief Minister Mufti Mohammed Saeed had to finally give a nod for the arrest of Masarat Alam, and now the state government is making it clear that in future they will not allow any such rallies or anybody just coming out of streets and trying to stoke anti-India sentiment. That is what actually the Deputy Chief Minister said. Now this to be seen to
Pradeep, can you also give us a sense of what really is going to be the action that the PDP is really planning at this point in time? Mufti Mohammed Saeed, virtually silent, only one statement has come from him yesterday saying the law will take its own course. Now that Mirwais has come out and actually led these protests, is there any action likely in the next 24 hours?
Yeah, definitely. This is what actually the message was given by the Deputy Chief Minister, Dr. Nirmal Singh. He said that anybody, whosoever in future will be indulging in any kind of anti-national activity, or he will be coming out and trying to instigate or provoke masses, will be dealt sternly by the government. He said through the arrest of Masarat Alam, we are trying to send a message loud and clear to all the separatists and anti-national element that such activities will not be tolerated. This is the message which the government has said. So it clearly indicates that whosoever, whether it's Mirwais, Maulvi Farooq, or it is Yasin Malik or anybody, whosoever will be coming out on street trying to raise Pakistani slogans or hoist Pakistani flag or try to stoke anti-India sentiments will be dealt with the iron glove. That is what actually the state government is saying at this point of time.
In fact, we have been getting reactions both from both the allies, the BJP and the PDP, on their different stands on this issue. Let's listen in to one of those reaction sets.
But we want that in future, if something like this happens, then the action should be taken immediately.
Police is taking and the law is taking its own course. It has nothing to do with the politics or from the Home Minister's pressure or the Chief Minister's pressure. He is being arrested by Jammu and Kashmir Police under a due procedure and under a due course of law.
Tonight, Masarat arrested. What about others?
देश को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि देश की एकता, अखंडता और सुरक्षा को लेकर हमारी सरकार किसी भी सूरत में समझौता नहीं कर सकती.
Time for tough measures in Kashmir? Watch the News Hour debate with Arnab Goswami tonight at 9.
Okay, we will debate that entire issue of the call of a Bandh in Jammu and Kashmir and whether the BJP has bitten off more than it can chew by actually getting into an alliance with the PDP. We'll debate that. RP Singh, BJP leader, known to be an MLA from Delhi but has interests in Kashmir, has held several demonstrations for the BJP in Kashmir, will be joining us. Also joining us here in our studios is Rashneek Kher. He of course represents the Roots in Kashmir organization. My first question to you, Rashneek Kher, how do you see this entire tenuous relationship between the BJP and the PDP panning out? The fact is, it almost looks like it's one upmanship between the two sides, even though they're part of the same coalition.
Well, it was never going to be easy in the first place. I hope you remember when on 23rd the results came out and we were debating in the same place, and we said it's always going to be a relationship which is going to be on a razor's edge, so to say. And because Mufti has been making life continuously difficult, if I may use that word, for BJP, and BJP has been biting all the pride, it has been swallowing all the pride. Till yesterday, it reached a point of no return, and they said we'll not join the next cabinet meeting if this does not happen. And finally, Mufti had to buckle. And honestly, I believe this is only the first good step that has been taken by this government. And I hope that BJP keeps pressing Mufti, especially on issues which concern national security.
RP Singh, the issue is national security here, and national security is something that the BJP has held very close to its heart. The question really is, Mr. RP Singh, how much of warning, threatening will go on in the Jammu and Kashmir government, given the fact that every time it has to be a threat of a walkout before there is some action taken by the PDP-led Jammu and Kashmir government. So is the BJP ready for that kind of a tenuous arrangement in Jammu and Kashmir?
See, let me make it very clear to start with. There will be no compromise as far as national integrity goes. We are not going to sacrifice anything as far as national integrity goes. Even we have to give away our government, we are prepared for that. But no compromise on this issue. So as far how long we'll go, as long as we can bring Jammu Kashmir back to the trail with the nation on national development. We'll try to do as long rope we can give to bring Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh put together on the back to the national trail of development.
But Mr. RP Singh, you say you are not going to compromise with integrity and national security, but we've come to a situation today, the centre and the BJP did wait until today when he was finally arrested, when you are seeing a situation where one after another separatist is coming out there, protesting on the streets, turning violent, hoisting Pakistan flags, meeting the Pakistan High Commission. Why was the situation brought to this point that there are so many of them emboldened and brave enough to come out on the streets like this?
Let's put it like this in perspective. Is it happening for the first time? It has been happening in Delhi from last many years. But it's the first time that action has been taken within 24 hours, and he was put under house arrest within 24 hours, and within 48 hours he's been sent behind jail.
Syed Ali Gilani wasn't allowed to hold a press conference. Syed Ali Gilani wasn't allowed to hold a rally for 5 years until now. So we can't really say first time. Situation was brought under control and is seemingly going out of control now.
No, please allow me to complete now. 2010, this same person, there was a prize announced, the bounty announced on his head for 10 lakh rupees. Whoever gave information, he'll be given 10 lakh rupees. And that money was passed on to arrest him. This time not that way. He was immediately put under house arrest and sent to jail. I'm again telling you, no one will be allowed in Delhi to hoist the Pakistani flag or play with the sentiment of the country, whoever it be, Gilani or Masrat or anyone else for that regard.
Okay, RP Singh, we are also joined by Waheedur Rahman of the PDP. Mr. Waheedur Rahman, it's taken 48 hours for your government to act to arrest Masrat Alam, but immediately after that, we've actually seen the situation now go to the past that Mirwais Umar Farooq, now he started leading a protest, so it's virtually become a chain reaction. One separatist leader arrested, another takes over, and the same protest, the same calls for Bandh. How does your government plan to actually tackle the situation on the ground? Okay, we'll try and reconnect that audio with Wahidur Rahman. We seem to be having a problem with that audio link. We are not able to hear him. I think he can hear us, but we are not able to hear him. We will try and reconnect with Wahidur Rahman. But RP, my question goes out to you, RP. The question really is that you arrest one separatist leader, Masrat Alam goes in, Mirwais comes out, again leads a protest to Tral and calls out for a bandh for tomorrow. So which way are you going to handle this situation, or is it going to be a threat a day from the BJP to the PDP every time you have to handle a situation like this?
No, it's not a matter of threat, but it is a matter of mutual understanding that we have told him categorical that no such element will be allowed in the
What mutual understanding are you talking about? What mutual understanding are you talking about, RP Singh? You and the BJP have been on the edge over 48 hours. It took 48 hours for the PDP to actually move and arrest Masrat Alam. You were on the edge for 48 hours. Is this part of your understanding, or was it the phone call and final threat from the Home Minister that actually saw action?
I'm sorry, he was immediately put under house arrest in 24 hours and has been sent behind bar within 48 hours. He was put under house arrest, and whereas let's segregate two, Masrat Alam and Gilani, what they were doing yesterday was anti-national. That was terrorism. I am putting it very blunt. But what Mr. Mirwais was doing a protest, but we're not going to allow any of these. Let's be clear. But when it comes to terrorism, there will be no compromise at all.
Rashni Kher wants to come in. He wants to rebut you there. Go on, Rashni.
You see, since 2010, Mr. Singh, there has been no major protest in Kashmir, because these people were, they were either put under house arrest or Masrat Alam was in a jail. Now suddenly we see this huge splurge of protests coming out. Also, let me tell you, sir, the last time Mirwais took out a protest in 2010, they burnt down the building of Public Works Department, they burnt one police station and 3 offices of crime branch. Are we ready to handle that kind of a situation today is something that, the government needs to answer.
That's the whole point. Are you allowing the situation to get out of hand, Mr. RP Singh? Are you allowing the situation to actually come to the boil right now?
No way. I'm saying no way. That's why today immediate action was taken. Today it has not occurred like what happened in 2010. And Rashni will appreciate this, that this time government is stern and clear. It's not compromising at all. And he will also appreciate that last time it took a lot of energy and time of the local police and the local intelligence agency to arrest Masrat Alam. The 10 lakh bounty was on his head. This time it's not that way. So we am telling categorically no such element will be allowed. And also you have to understand this same Masrat Alam has got a scot-free because of the previous regime. There are 27 cases where he got bail. Now there was no other option for us. But
Mr. Singh, now you have Mr. Singh, can I just intervene?
Tolerate this,
Mr. Singh,
why has no action been taken against Asia Andrabi? Why has no action been taken against all of the others who were participating in that rally where Masarat has been arrested today and others haven't?
Let me also add, Mr. Singh, now that you have him behind the bars, there are other people like him who could also be put behind the bars.
Exactly.
But these people are put behind the bars and then they are released. Now, can I take this as a guarantee from you that actual cases in which they have, serious cases, criminal cases in which they could spend rest of their life in jails, that you are going to fast track them and put them behind bars, not for these flimsy little cases, but for the real ones, like for Yasin Malik, you have this 4 IAF officers killing. Can I take this from you?
I'm assuring you on the national channel, at least for Masrat Alam, we are going to assure that not only this case, his previous cases should be revisited and he should be behind bars for long. We are assuring you on this, and not only him, anyone who does any such act of treason against country will not be spared at all.
Or has done.
But Mr.
Singh, or has done.
But Mr. RP Singh, the question really is, Mr. RP Singh, once you call off talks because separatist leaders go and meet the High Commissioner of Pakistan, after that you actually allow the separatists to come and put their point of view across in Jammu and Kashmir to even hold open protests. But right now Wahidur Rahman of the PDP joining me. He's back with us. I hope you can hear me, Wahidur Rahman.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the audio line is clear this time. Wahidur Rahman, the question that I was earlier asking you is that 48 hours too late was the action on Masrat. Now, Mirwais has taken his position leading the protest to Tral. The issue is also about a bandh that has been called. Are we seeing a situation where Kashmir is returning to the boiling pot once again after no protests that have been allowed since 2010? Are we seeing somewhat of a return of the separatists really taking center stage?
Okay, yesterday on record to say that nobody is above the law in Jammu and Kashmir state, and we are clear, the Jammu and Kashmir government today is clear and very clear, it has been very firm that any anti-national activity or any activity which is helping the breach of peace will not be allowed in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. We are clear on that. Second important that I want, it's not a matter of pressure or time. Look, let me clear it first. It's not a matter of pressure or time. It's a matter of procedure. This state works under a system. You cannot push and continue to speak on news channels that look, we are doing it and they are coming under pressure. It's not about pressure. Masrat Alam was released under a procedure under a direction of Supreme Court, and he's arrested today because he has committed cognizable offences. He has done something which harms the sovereignty or which somehow is anti-nation or seditious, and he has been advocating a militant cause in a wide open space. So therefore the charges made against him where the video was examined and it was found that there is a case. The Jammu and Kashmir police has established a case against him and he was arrested on those charges. Today, if you want to hear from the government, position is clear. We will not allow any anti-national activity in the streets of Jammu and Kashmir.
Rahman, so on the issue of Masrat Alam, the point that you are making is taken that at least after 48 hours, whether you call it procedural or whether you call it pressure,
no,
the fact is in
Don't
48 hours,
or 24
he has
hours.
been arrested. We are now talking of the next stage.
And the law of the land.
Okay, we are now talking of the next stage where Mirwais Umar Farooq has come out now leading the protests, another separatist leader. There's a call for a bandh. Is the Jammu and Kashmir government, the BDP and the BJP alliance in sync on how to deal with the separatists in the valley? Because so far it doesn't look like the two sides are in sync.
Okay, fine. Now let me start what I want to speak. There is an anti-peace constituency in Jammu and Kashmir state, and there are people who do not want this alliance to continue as well. You know, there is a fractured mandate and there is a fractured politics in Jammu and Kashmir, which is the reality of it. Now we have an alliance today which is for the larger integration of this state, for the stability and peace. We are on a mission of peace in Jammu and Kashmir state, and there are people who will try to destabilize the peace process.
Yes,
at a
but
time
these
when
are the
tourism
people,
is
Wahidur Rahman, that your government wanted to sit
at a
and
time
talk
when Yatra is starting.
Aren't these the people that your government wanted to sit and talk with? Aren't you feeling disappointed and let down today that on the first day when your government was sworn in, you said you're going to sit across with the separatists and speak to them? Look what the separatists are doing in your state today.
We are disappointed with the national media, the way you are doing negative coverage of Jammu and Kashmir.
Negative coverage of a separatist.
Why are you shooting the messenger, Wahidur Rahman? Why are you shooting the messenger? We are precisely only showing you what we are hearing.
Mirwais is accountable to us. You are not showing the reality on ground.
Okay,
the 90% of Kashmir is at peace. You are not showing it. You are projecting a negative picture of Kashmir. Why are you interested in projecting the negative picture of Kashmir?
We want peace in Jammu and Kashmir as much as you do.
And your channel has been consistently repeating the negative coverage of Jammu and Kashmir.
Because your government wanted to go out and have
the facts as they are. We have been showing the facts as they are.
By saying that we are making them to work under pressure. How can you run a state? How can you claim that this state runs under pressure? It is not possible to run a state under pressure.
In fact, the Minister of State, not that we need any certification, but Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, Mr. Jitendra Singh, who is also an MP from Jammu and Kashmir, he has actually said that it was Times Now that had raised this entire issue of Masrat. So we are not looking for certificates, but just to put on record. Okay, let's get down to the real issue, Mr. Wahidur Rahman.
Let's get down to move around the streets of Jammu and Kashmir and find out why don't you report the peace in Jammu and Kashmir, and you are reporting 2% of the people, which is beaching the peace, which is trying to create harm, and you are sensationalizing them, glorifying them. Why are you giving them much coverage?
Why did Mufti have to thank them?
It was the Mufti government who wanted to sit and talk to them. We are questioning you if you are disappointed with their attitude now.
What is this panel all about there? What the panel you have got there? This Rashnikhet speaks about Kashmir. He cannot.
So see, now you are saying you are not going to tolerate any anti-India element there.
Don't attack me personally. Don't attack me personally. I am not attacking you personally. That shows you in very poor light. Really, that shows you in terrible light.
If you are really worried about
very poor light. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Mr. Wahidur Rahman.
Don't do that.
Mr. Wahidur Rahman, I see you as a reasonable person. I see you as a reasonable person.
Given to Kashmir.
Mr. Wahidur Rahman, you are a reasonable person. I am appealing to your reason that let's not start calling each other names. We are all very well-mannered people.
You have been demeaning Kashmiris at a time
not
when
at all.
is trying to pick
That's
up.
definitely. Let me clarify. If you have felt that, then that's a wrong perception that you are carrying. Mr. Wahidur Rahman, that's a wrong perception you are carrying. The only point that I'd like to make to you, please listen to me for a minute, Mr. Wahidur Rahman.
The economic development of Jammu and Kashmir. You don't listen to anybody. The whole day you have been speaking and showing
Mr. Wahidur Rahman.
You don't listen to it. Neither your chief editor listens to anybody.
Mr. Wahidur Rahman,
why are you glorifying separatists? Why are you glorifying Masrat Alam? Why are you glorifying Meerwise when you have a mainstream constituency? You don't picture what they are doing. You don't advocate what mainstream is doing. You do not give a space to the mainstream politicians, and you are giving space to a 2% minority, and you are giving space to these pro-Pakistan elements on the national
television. Mr. Wahidur Rahman, it's not a monologue. It's not a monologue. Please listen to one or two questions that we have as journalists. We are journalists here asking you a few questions to understand the situation of Kashmir and to share. If we wanted to carry a one-sided view, we wouldn't invite you. We have been inviting you. We have been wanting your response on this channel, which is why we have you with us here live, Mr. Wahidur Rahman. The point really is, Mr. Wahidur Rahman, the question that I'd like to ask you, and this has been stated to me by a senior BJP leader. A senior BJP leader has said that there is somewhere or the other an attempt by the PDP to somehow put a spoke in the wheel of the return of the Kashmiri Pandits in the valley, which is why the separatist elements, the protests and all are being given a lot of space as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, and the BJP agenda of bringing back the Kashmiri Pandits, the refugees from West Pakistan, that is something that you want to stop at this point in time. That has been stated to me by a senior BJP leader. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wahidur Rahman?
Look, Kashmiri Pandits are inherent part of Kashmir and they belong to us. They are our people. They will come to Kashmir back, and let me tell you, within these 6 years of our government, we are committed to bring back every Kashmiri Pandit who wants to come to Kashmir and who wants to live with us. We are committed to give them safety, security and communal harmony. This is not for Pandits. This is for all of us. We just want to revive our own Kashmir. It's not about bringing them back or getting them in ghettos here. It's about more than our identity, which has been diminished in last 20 years of conflict. We are more worried about, we don't need advices from time and now how to bring Pandits back. They're our people. We'll take care of them. Just give us time. Allow this government to work. If you're really sincere, if you really want Pandits to be back, if you want Kashmir to be safe, if you want the Kashmiris to be integrated with the Union of India, kindly support the integration, not the alienation.
Okay, point taken, Wahidur Rahman. Let me take the same point to RP Singh of the BJP who is with us. Mr. RP Singh, is this word and this kind of a statement from Wahidur Rahman of the PDP actually acceptable? Is it something that the BJP trusts? Because internally within the BJP there are doubts that that somewhere or the other the PDP is putting spokes in the return of the Kashmiri Pandits to the Kashmir Valley. Mr. RP Singh? Okay, we will try and reconnect with Mr. RP Singh, but Rashni Kher come in there. I mean, these are doubts that are expressed by the BJP top brass themselves.
Honestly speaking, I have a Rashni Kher, 1 minute please.
Yes.
I'm honestly telling you, time is now and national media have a larger role to play if you want Kashmiris. This problem has come to a point where the integration is required. The people across India, allow me to finish. The people across India need to have a bigger heart today. These separatists, there is a constituency which is trying to destabilize the peace process. And meanwhile,
well, certainly Times Now is not part of that system that is trying to destabilize. Let me put that on record very clearly. Let me put that on record. I object to your saying that you know, the national media is trying to put or destabilize the entire situation. But RP Singh is back. Let me get a question in from RP Singh. RP Singh, Mr. Wahidur Rahman says, I asked him 1 minute, Wahidur Rahman, please allow the BJP, your partner in the government there, to also speak, to come into the debate. RP Singh, the question that was asked was, there is a doubt in the minds of the BJP, and a senior BJP leader told me that all this you know, space that is being given to separatists is being done so that the Kashmiri Pandits cannot come back to the valley, at least for the time being, and that procedure is elongated, and that's the kind of mistrust that exists between the BJP and the PDP. Would you agree with that, or would you agree that the PDP is actually helping you to on your agenda of bringing back the Kashmiri Pandits into Kashmir?
Oh, I accept that can be one of the dimensions, because they're the separatists or the constituency which doesn't want the Kashmiri Pandits to go back to valley. That can be one of the dimensions in that. I mean, that can be the sole reason, but that can be one of the reasons. And if Rashid is on your channel still, I spoke to him the other day, and this can be reason. But we are very clear, Kashmiri Pandits have to go back at all costs, and there has to be peace in Kashmir, and there has to be development in Kashmir at all costs.
Right, running out of time,
in Kashmir, Mr. Wahidur Rahman, I'll give the last word to you, Mr. Wahidur Rahman. Do you think the situation with Mirwais is now calling for protests, and also now the demand for a Bandh, is the PDP government going to deal with this in a tough manner, or are you still going to handle the separatists with kid gloves?
We are not. I'm telling you very yesterday on record to take its own course. In streets of Jammu and Kashmir, we will not allow any anti-peace rally or any anti-India rally. We will not allow any anti-national activity to take place. That is a commitment from PDP. But yes, there is a constituency which will continuously try to destabilize position. Please do not glorify and sensationalize them. It is for you to decide whether you want to be part of the problem or part of the solution. As of now, you are the part of the problem.
Well, Wahidur Rahman, very harsh on the media. And Rashni Kher, can we take the PDP on the words? Quick, last 30 seconds.
You know, whatever he has been telling us that they are 2%, if they are 2%, what was the need for their chief minister to thank them just after he had
That's the whole question. Thank you very much for joining us, Wahidur Rahman, RP Singh and Rashni Kher. Clearly, we hope that the situation in Jammu and Kashmir will be kept under control by the BDP and PJP-led government, and the trust between the two sides continue to remain intact for peace to return in the valley. That's all we have time for on this edition of the News Watch.
Well, the big question, of course, is how will the separatists be stopped? That's also our top story on NewsHour tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on News Watch. Live Wire with Tina is coming up next.
Tonight, PM's Canada jibe irks the Congress.
जिनको गंदगी करनी थी वो गंदगी करके चले गए, लेकिन हम सफाई करके जाएंगे।
देश के बाहर जाकर कभी भारत के किसी प्रधानमंत्री ने इस तरह की बात प्रतिपक्ष के बारे में नहीं की।